something very different is our producer is going to be asking us questions randomly that we have no idea.
No idea. Good thing we stay seated for the podcast.
Yeah. So let's see how this goes.
Okay, so I'm going to start. Are you guys afraid? Scared?
Yes, no,
Always.
no. We were born ready.
Yes, that's okay.
Okay, let's see. So, do you guys work with home buyers and sellers or just one of those?
We work with home buyers, home sellers, and investors.
Yes,
Oh,
and we
all
also
combined.
work with landlords. Like when someone buys a house that is for investment purposes, we will offer them as well to list those properties for rent as well.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. How long have you been a realtor?
I got my license in 2006, so that puts me like 18 years in the business.
Yes, and I got my license in 2013, so here we are 11 years later.
Ooh, and together.
And working together, you mean?
Yeah.
Ah, like what? A few months?
Yeah, a few months.
Yes.
January, no?
Yes.
No.
No.
Never mind. That was the podcast. When we started the podcast was in January.
Yes.
And now, I guess, like 3 months?
Yes, we
When we
start
start
working
working
together. Well, actually, when I went to Italy, you helped me, but like officially working together as a team, we have, kind of 3 months.
Home Miami.
Yes.
Woo. Okay, so what is your usual availability? What is the best way to reach you?
Well, I wake up very early in the morning. I wake up at 5, then I go to the gym. By 8:39, I'm already in like working mode. I do coaching for real estate agent Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So those days, I get my phone transferred to my assistant, or I will return calls after I finished. But other than that, I'm very flexible, I will say. Like, I will say that I work from 9 to 6, top 7 as the max, because I go to bed by 8:30. So usually after 7:30 is going to be very difficult to get a hold of me.
Are you grumpy in the morning?
No, never. I am a morning person. I have always been a morning person. I will say I can get grumpy when I'm hungry.
Hungry. Gotta get you a Snickers.
I gotta get
That's
my
still the
Snickers.
commercial? Yeah.
Okay.
I will say that's the only time when I can be, grumpy if I'm hungry. Other than that, like I wake up happy. And one of the things that I said every day when I wake up is today is going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be an abundant day. It's going to be a fluent day, and everything is going to be fabulous. So I absolutely believe that the way that I wake up and, the energy that I bring into the day, it allows me to have beautiful days mostly every day.
Okay, beautiful. For me, yeah, pretty much the same. 9 to 9, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Always try to be available because obviously, we talked about this. The number one complaint of clients and consumers is agents don't answer their phones.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore, definitely answer the phone if you want to stay in the real estate business. And that's our job, one of them. And so just to always be available 9 to 9. It also depends where the client is. If you're in California, for example, or Texas, we're going to have a time difference. So I'll adjust my schedule to accommodate them. Or I have clients in Europe. So therefore, I'll make sure it's earlier, later, whatever they need. We'll make it happen.
And also, I will say, like, it's about expectation, setting the right expectation, setting the right expectation from day one, because I cannot tell a client that I will be available at 10 p.m. because it's just not going to happen. I will be in bed. So one of the things that I always talk to my clients, when we go over the consultation is about my lifestyle, because that was a mistake I made years ago when I first starting real estate. I remember it was 11 p.m. and people were calling me.
Yeah.
And that's not healthy. Nowadays, I believe 100% in the quality of life, and we have to set boundaries. So if I tell my client, hey, I'm available for you from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., hello, that's more than enough time for us to have conversation, for us to be able to arrange a time to meet. It's very different. Like if I have a client that is in another country, of course I will do extra to accommodate them. 100% I will do it. But like the fact that I wake up at 5 a.m. doesn't say in anywhere that I will be dealing business questions at 5 a.m. in the morning, because that's the time that I have set for myself
personal
to
time.
take care of myself first. So that way, when I go and meet you, I can be 100% fully and intentional for you.
Yes.
Good. Wow. How will you market my home?
Not I lose.
Um,
I have a bunch of answers, but Luz can go first. She's going to get them more structured.
One of the things that we go over when we go for a listing presentation is our marketing plan. One of the things that we absolutely will always do is we will hire a professional to take pictures, drone videos about the house, because one of the things that I always tell my sellers is the more strategic and powerful we are when we put your house on the market, the more eyeballs we're gonna get into your house. So what is the intention? The intention is we go on the market, we have beautiful pictures, we have amazing marketing. My marketing team creates a beautiful campaigns and powerful campaigns to make sure that your house is in front of as many buyers as possible. So that's number one. I see agents, even today, hello, we are in 2024. I see agents putting listings on the MLS with phone photos. That's wrong, guys. That is very wrong. The client deserves a better service. They are paying us to provide them a service, and we must provide them with those services. A house that is listed with telephone photos, it doesn't matter if you have the latest iPhone, the latest Android, whatever they call it, you must hire a professional photographer. They know the angle to take. They know the best time of the day to take those pictures. They can change cloudy days into very sunny days. You name it, they can do it. We are not, like, I'm not a professional
Photographer.
photographer. Yeah, I'm not a professional photographer. I am a professional real estate agent. And that is my job, to showcase your house as the best I can. Because what is my goal? To make sure that as many people can see your house.
Yes, and you get the highest and best price in the fastest or shortest amount of time as possible, so you can move on to what you have to do next.
Yes. Another thing that we will always do is, I am part to the Tom Ferry organization. So through that network, I am able to market your house to all my friends and to all the people that I know onto that network. At the moment you put a house into the MLS auto-populate the house in multiple listings around the world. So again, that's why that first step is, I will say, the number one or the most important step, because if the first step is done correctly, everything else is gonna be done correctly as well, and you will be able to get a great success. I listed a house recently in Kansas. We listed a house, great photos. When I went to the listing presentation, the seller agreed to do everything that I asked for. We listed on one day. We did an open house next day. We got 8 offers, and the house sold over asking price with multiple offers.
Exactly.
So a totally new scenario will be if the client will say no to all my requirements, all my requests to make their house looks better, and me just going to the house and take pictures with my phone. Maybe the house will be still in the market. We closed in a record time. My clients were absolutely blown away with everything, all the marketing and all the efforts that we did to make sure that their house was sold in record time.
Right. And when you go on the internet, it's not like you're going to look for, or you go on Zillow as an example, and you're scrolling through homes. What are you going to click first? You're going to click the nice, bright, shiny house, or you're going to click the one with the iPhone photo? It's the same as if you're going to scroll on social media. You're going to stop and look at the low quality video,
Yes.
or something that doesn't have a hook, because again, the presentation, the marketing is a hook.
Yes.
It grabs
100%.
everybody and
Yes.
reels you in.
Yes.
Okay, last question. How many clients do you work with at a time?
That is I don't think that I have like a number for that, because it will depends. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, no. It can be. Yeah, there's no number. It also depends on scalability, availability.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
then,
like season, like you have a high season, for instance, vacations. right now, what's vacation time? You have more clients on Christmas time, or you have more clients or springtime?
Well, I will say this. Miami, as different as any other part of the United States, like for instance, New York or places that they have like very heavy winters. I don't feel that Miami is so seasonal. So most likely I will have clients the whole year throughout. Yes, there are some months like usually the beginning of the year is a busier season for me, and the summertime is busier season for me. The beginning of the year, of course, because people get their goals, at the beginning of the year, and then summertime because people want to have their kids ready to transfer to the new school during that time. But other than that, I will say, like I don't have any specific number of how many clients I work at the same time. I am blessed enough of having a great team and a great structure. So sometimes I will not be available to go and serve a client, but someone on my team, Anthony, will be able to help them. So, we will make it happen. That's what I will say. Like we will make it happen. We were in a conference and then I have to show a house. So I was in the conference. Anthony was in the conference as well. So then my friend Paola, who is my title company, she went and showed the house for the client. So what I will say is, it doesn't matter where and when my client needs me. I will, or someone in my team will be there for the client.
¿Qué más?
It's a grab.
No, no, no.